going to take us a long time.
Would you want to help me?
One song sound comes along, da 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 da. Now it doesn't need to be.
But first, I want to introduce Anna Sibrus, spokesperson and a Wurundjeri elder for the traditional Aboriginal people of Melbourne. Let's hear it for Anna Sibrus. Thanks, guys. I'm here on behalf of my elders tonight to welcome you on the country and to thank every one of you individually, because we're in trouble at the moment. When we lock up children and we leave them locked up for the period of time we've left them locked up, there's something wrong. There's no justice process. There is no natural justice process. I'm ashamed to be Australian and say I'm part of the system. That's why I want to thank you all, because you all coming here tonight makes a difference.
What do we want? Kids out! What do we want? Now! Everybody! What do we want? Kids out! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Kids out! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Kids out! What do we want? Now! What is what we're fighting for? No racism, no war! This is what we're fighting for. No racism, no war! This is what we're fighting for. No racism.
In recent times, Iraqi TPV holders have been required to reapply for their temporary protection visas, and many of them are being rejected on the basis that Iraq is safe. What corrupt hypocrisy! If you visit the Department of Foreign Affairs website, it says that Iraq is not safe for Australian tourists to travel to. Well, if it's not safe for tourists to travel to, it's not safe for asylum seekers and refugees who fled that country to return to. I want you all to give a huge welcome now to playwright and artist Yiz Jabor, Iraqi man, whose play Hello from Iraq is premiering next Friday.
You know the rest. You know the rest. You know the rest. You know the rest. When you walk in your hometown and you pass by, your primary school has disappeared. You know the rest. You know the rest when you see your own beloved one dying in front of you and you can't help them. You know the rest. I would like to say to all of you, hello, 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 from my heart to all of you here. And I would like to add my voice in singing for all of you a song from Iraq. Thank you for listening. You know the rest.
Long hard fight. No one knows better than him. Abdul Bay.
Graham said, no one supposes him that he is piling up nuclear weapons and other sorts of destructive materials. But we know now, including Tony Blair, has admitted and accepted that all was bullshit and was lies in order to go and occupy and invade a sovereign country, which is a naked invasion, which is against the United Nations. And they went and they invaded the country. And in the result of that unrest, there are millions of people who have to flee around, and they have to come around to the countries who they are member to the United Nations Treaty of Geneva Convention, which is a refugee convention as well. And you see, at the same time, the countries who they are always second, like in case here I'm mentioning Australia, as a second country to endorse war, endorse invasion into Iraq, is the country who is also the first country in the world to make a detention center, mandatory detention centers, to lock up those people who they flee terrible circumstances in their country and come to this country. And this is the statistics which are given by the Immigration Department itself, that 90% people are found to be genuine. But while we are crucifying these people into the detention centers, including kids are being born, and lots of families are being kept under there, and my God knows, as I have been a long time detained into the detention center, I won't suggest my worst enemy to be there. Those are terrible places. I don't believe in any democratic country people will treat animals like Australia has treated human beings in this country. And it is going on. It is going on. I mean, talking to this crowd here is something like you're preaching to the converts, but
The next speaker is Richard Franklin. Annette mentioned him before. Aboriginal activist, filmmaker, and long-time political activist and supporter of this and many other issues. Please welcome Richard Franklin.
Thank you very much. My respect to the traditional owners of this land, the people of the Kulin Nation, and also my respect to you. We have, in this country, gone so far backwards. We've become a country where we lock children under barbed wire when they come here for safety, when they come here for solace, when they come here to look for a home. We have a country, we've become a country where children are dying of third world diseases. We've become a country where these third world diseases take second place to the Howard government having money in the bank. Now I say to you this, we have a great opportunity this election. We have an opportunity to change the very face of Australia, to change the identity of Australia and make it inclusive of the 500 different Indigenous nations and tribes and the many different cultures that are here now, so that every person can call Australia home. Let me tell you this. I smell freedom in the air. I smell freedom in the air, not just for refugees, not just for Indigenous Australians, but freedom of the spirit for every Australian, freedom of the spirit from the shackles of the Howard government. As a people, we Australians need to do several things. Number one, we need to get rid of this government. On October 9th, they must go. Howard is no more. On October the 9th, we need to take a stand together as one people, and we need to reintroduce humanity into the political debate. And it's a very easy thing, this national security. My uncle taught it to me when I was investigating deaths in custody. I went to his home one day after seeing a 23-year-old girl in the Melbourne Pentridge prison with her throat cut out. I went to him with a lot of anger in my heart, with a lot of hatred on my soul. And I talked to him all day. And he said to me at the end of me pouring out my tears and pouring out my heart, He said, you have to fight hate with love. 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 This is our national security, and let me tell you why. Because if I love you, I will watch out for your children. If you love me, you will watch out for my children. It's that simple. In closing, I want to say this. Our politicians have made the mistake of thinking that the Australian people are there to serve them. This is not the case. When you are a politician, you are there to serve the Australian people. You are there to serve the soul of Australia. That is for your children, my children, our children, and their children's children. This is our job. This land, here and now, is not for us as adults. It is for tomorrow. And I beg and implore every one of you to stand strong, to stand as one people, to get rid of John Howard, and to vote with your heart and soul and the heart and soul of Australia. Thank you very much.
Throw Howard overboard! 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 As well. We've got a quick speaker now.
My name's Sarah, and I just want to say thank you, Australian people, for helping us.
Thank you, Sarah. The rally today has been organised and coordinated by the Refugee Action Collective Victoria. Although many other groups have, helped to build the rally, have participated in it, have brought contingents along to it. The Refugee Action Collective has been in existence since June of 2000. Since that time, we've been campaigning around the demands: close the camps, end mandatory detention, no deportation, citizenship, not temporary protection and bridging visas, let the boats land, and no racist scapegoating.
My name is Gadir Hussain. I'm from Afghanistan. I came 3 years ago in this country. No, 4 years ago. And I got permanent in this country. And I have many of my friends still suffering in the detention. And I have a contact with them. They didn't get a visa. And they are very in mental conditions, still hoping for their visas, when they're going to get out and see outside. And how I feel during the time I had this TPV visa, temporary protection visa for myself. I feel down myself every time in front of the community. Anytime this government can kick me out from my planet. This is my world. This is my planet. You are my people. And everyone, each person in this country, in this whole world is my people. And I don't scare of any John Howard ever in my life. Howard, shame on you if you think about us in this way and put us in a very big shit. You gotta move. We are exhausted of you. We don't need your idea anymore. You're talking about economy every time. What have you done for the people? You make them cry. Can you negotiate with them? Can you wipe their tears? No. You just care about your reputation or your shit. And it takes very long time any other prime minister comes to clean your shit. behind you. And all Australians not depending on you, you depending on Australians. And you depending on refugees. You make us refugees with your two other amigos. You will destroy this world if you keep going on, if you don't stop them. This war gonna be stopped. And we stop this war against humans. I'm not angry with you ever. And I will fight for you, and you will see Maurice every time in front of you. Doesn't matter where I come from. You are a bad person.